morning, namaste. Thank you so much for joining the practice today. As always, please practice according to your abilities and condition. Think of the practice as an offering, and think that everyone, to an extent, all beings are being affected to some extent, how we're feeling, what we're saying, what we're doing. So practice in a way that will deliver the best experience possible. So that intention firmly ingrained in our hearts and minds, let's begin the practice. Sit up tall and straight, close the eyes, and go within. Give us a sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're becoming one with all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering, and may we acquire the intellect to attain this knowledge. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even better than meditation, even more powerful and more significant, renounce all the fruits of the practice. Think of this as your divine duty to all beings. Do it because it must be done. So now let's continue with a little bit of pranayama before we begin the asana practice. So let's do color breathing today. This helps to increase the aura, which is, you can picture it as a big sphere surrounding you, protecting you from psychic attacks, which is just negative energy directed towards you, whether it's intentional or unintentional. And when you bring an intention of healing to all the sounds that go with the different areas of the body, you get those benefits as well. So your attention, you can imagine, it's like a magnet. It attracts all the vital force there, all the healing effects. So we're going to concentrate, as I said, on different areas of the body where the centers of consciousness are, and we picture the color associated with that. When we fix our minds on a certain color, we concentrate the effect. So we keep the hands Jnana Mudra on the knees. Starting off at the lower three chakras, we put them together because they are very closely located together, and so we can just split that whole area and just bring our attention to that whole area. So the color is red, and the area is at the base of the spine, the sacral area, and the navel, so the whole area in there. Just allow the sound to ride the breath, and do it loudly and clearly so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within, and can be heard by all beings, can be felt by all beings. So take a deep breath in, the sound Ah, the color red. Ah. Now let's go to the heart. The color is green. Sound is you. A higher pitch this sound. So let's try to bring about physical, emotional, and spiritual healing in the heart through the attention there. Take a deep breath in, color green at the heart. You. We allow a little bit of silence in between the sounds in order for the vibrations to continue to do their work. So next one is at the base of the throat. The color blue, and the sound is so at the base of the throat. So intentions, as we know, are often expressed by words. So we want to ensure that the words are always coming from a place of love and compassion. Take a deep breath in, the base of the throat, the color blue. So. And now we'll go to the third eye area. This is for the sinuses. The sound is E. Picture another color blue, different from the one you could picture for the throat. Take a deep breath in, center the forebrow. E. Next, we'll go to the same area, which is about the height of the center of the forebrow, but the height of the bottom of the brain. So The sound is sun, S-U-N. And we concentrate mostly on the latter part of the sound that produces vibrations that we imagine are strong enough to dislodge all the impurities from wherever they're residing in the body, to be carried out into the bloodstream, to be carried out of the body eventually. So it's a purifying sound. Take a deep breath in. The color is indigo. Sun. And finally, the crown. Sahasrara. The color is violet. The sound is sum, S-U-M. So concentrate again on the latter part of the sound, which produces vibrations that vibrate the whole brain and make it sharp. So this is for mental sharpness and clarity. So you can direct it to others who can use that, who are suffering from mental health of any sort as well, anxiety, anything like that. And for the elderly, when the capacities of the mind start to diminish. Take a deep breath in. Take a moment now to observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. No concerns as to what to observe, no attachment to any results, and no expectations of what you should not observe, no judgment as to what you do observe. The asana practice, we try to see God in each and every form, for it is through the forms that God can find its way in this world, and where divinity can manifest. So let's celebrate all the beautiful and magnificent ways that God is present in this world through all beings. Let's come to standing. So we'll start off some warm-ups to prepare the body for the practice. Move the joints with vigor in order to wake them up, to get the blood going in the body. Start to circle the head. Try to get your ears to shoulders, the chin to the chest, and the back of the head to the top of the back. And then go in the other direction. Right arm circles backwards. Make like you're winding up to throw a ball. You can always use your left hand to support at the shoulder if you need to. And turn the body with the arm. Go forward now. Now spin the left arm. Feel as though you're holding weight to 5 pounds in the hand to make the arm swing more easily. Go forward now. Take the arms up over the head. Take hold of the opposite elbows. Bend to one side. And go to the other side. Try to do it without making folds. Too many folds in the waist and the underside of the body. And go to the other side again. One more time. Switch. And then to the other side. Come back to the center. Little circles over the head to start. Mostly head, neck, and shoulders moving. gradually, though, the circles get larger. Start to feel it in the trunk and the side body. And you might even be able to do the full circle if you feel apt to do so. Come all the way up. Go in the other direction. Oops. Circling over the head to start. And then larger and larger the circles get. Until perhaps, again, if you feel comfortable, the whole circle, the whole trunk circles. Allow the forms come across the tops of the feet. And then coming back up. Release the arms. Shake out the wrists, move the fingers very, very rapidly from side to side. Like you had no control of their hands, moving all by themselves. Up and down like the wings of a hummingbird, so fast that you can barely see the fingers, they feel like a blur. On both sides by now. Continue to move more and more. Shoulders, the head flying in all the directions, the arms like heavy weights. And then conclude. So now from here, let's just jump up and down. Get up as high as you can. Push out the roots of your toes. You can jump half circles in the air. If you want the full circle in the direction. Again, jump very high. And conclude. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Relax. Now imagine your feet are like raindrops hitting the ground. Big storm. And then again conclude. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Next one for the hips. Left, arms up to the side. Feel free to bring your left hand to the wall if you need to. Swing the right leg back and forth. Feel like a pendulum. Swinging out of control. And then the other foot. Flex your toes. Flex your foot, so that you don't stub your toes on the ground. And then conclude. Bring the feet back together, arms by sides of the body. Inhale, raise your arms up and the heels up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back down gracefully. 2, 3. Try not to allow the heels to hit the ground heavily. 6. Inhale, come up. Push roots your toes. Engage the abs and the leg muscles. Exhale, softly come down. 3, 4, 5, 6. So no jerky movements. No loud, aggressive movements. Try not to agitate the mind. Keep the mind in that calm state like the witness who's just observing everything, unaffected. Raise up the arms, the heels. 4, 5, 6. And gradually bring them back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach up even higher. And then come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the head down in a gesture of humbleness. And stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations for the or form of mental attachment that ultimately leads the mind to a state of restlessness and desiring. Good. So now, let's come to the front of the mat. Stay in the mindset of offering. Imagine we're all together physically, moving like a school of fish. So, Surya Namaskara. Raise your arms up over that, arch back. Into the hips, come down. Bend at your knees if you need to bring your hands down to the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Knees down, bring the seat all the way back, behind the heels, and glide between the arms. Brush the nose gently coming forward. Roll the shoulders back, take the head back. 2 more times. Go back with the seat and come forward. Pull at the floor with the arms like you're trying to pull the floor towards you. And this might help to propel the body forward with more power. 1 more time. Come back and then go forward. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat. Allow the head to go down below the arms if you can. And then the right foot comes forward. Now, if that is a difficult transition, lower the left knee down first, and then use the right hand to push the foot forward if it doesn't go all the way forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Right up to standing, reach up and back, and then come back home. Engage your buttocks and the upper back muscles to support you to go back. And now, hinge at the hips, fold the body down over your legs. Left foot goes back, into the plank, down to go with the knees, the seat goes back, come forward again. Try to imitate the form physically. Imagine how the balanced range of motion like the serpent, and try to embody all the qualities. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. Take the seat back again 1 more time. 3 times blessed of those who can imitate the forms on all levels. Copy them physically, mentally, and spiritually. It means trying to see the divine in all beings. Take the seat up and back. Soften the line in the heart. Allow the head to go down below the arms again. Left foot comes forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push the body against the thighs. Try to get your seat up a little bit higher. Eventually right over the heels. Come right up to standing. Reach up and back. And then come back home. Again, raise your arms up. Go down. Your belly with your thighs. Your chest with your knees. Right foot goes back. So it doesn't matter if you need to keep your knees bent to keep that connection. Knees down, the seat goes back. Glide between the arms smoothly. Like a snake creeping through the grass and then coiling majestically. Again, take the seat back. Come forward. Try to see it in your mind. The snake moving. And try to realize that image with your body the best that you can. Adho Mukha Savasana. And then a right foot forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come all the way up and back. And then back home. Always coming back to the heart, the source of divine love. Infuse all the movements with love and devotion. Uttanasana. Left foot goes back. Into plank. Down with the knees. Again, the seat goes back. And then pull your body right through between the arms. Shoulders back, the head back over your seat. 2 more times. You can push up into your toes. Send the body forward with power and with ease. Last time, come forward. With constant practice, anger, determination, adhere to ethical rules. Everything you make rapid progress and things come with more ease. Adho Mukha Savasana. Left foot comes forward. And then feet together. Right up again. And then back. Pranayama. Go up. And go down. All the movements reflect a certain, it has a particular consciousness. Right foot back into high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Then right through. This time, press into your hands, lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog. Bend the toes under if you like. And then pulse a little bit. Stay here for a bit. Trying to open up the chest a little bit more. So with this one, the heart open, the eyes up. A gesture of adoration, of devotion, of surrender to the divine grace. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana now. Sink the heart towards the ground, the eyes downcast, the head down low. It's an expression of humbleness, humility, also surrender. surrendering to the divine duty. Now the right foot comes forward to the hands, feet together, Uttanasana. Come right up to stand again, reach up and back, and then back home. Again, keep going. Have a strong desire to transform, to evolve. Left foot back. The adherence to ethical rules cultivates enthusiasm. Knees down. Oh, actually, but it's okay. The seat goes back and come forward. Go right into upward facing dog. If it's too much, anytime I say upward facing dog, you do downward face. Cobra. Shoulders back. Telescope your neck out of the shoulders, the trunk out of the hips. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can always keep your toes bent under if that's better for you. So again, move according to your conditions. Now sink the heart right between your shoulder blades. If you're flexible, tap the forehead to the ground. If you're very flexible, you can maybe touch your nose and your chin to the ground without bending your arms. And now the left foot comes forward. So move the whole body forward so the foot doesn't have a big heavy thump. Feet together, Uttanasana. Up we go and back. Pranayama. Again. Go down. Right foot back. Into plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Right through into the upward facing dog or cobra, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the right leg up, lift the left heel, so you can get your head down closer, maybe right on the ground, and now push the left heel back down. Raise the right leg up even higher without opening up the hip. If you need to, you can lower down the left forearm on the ground. Now from here, look between your hands, send the foot forward, all the way forward between your hands if you can. Or modify again as you need to, into Anjalyasana, into Uttanasana next. And up we go. And back home. You just try to visualize yourself in a practice you're trying to attain. And just keep trying. Never give up the effort. No effort is wasted. Left foot back. Whatever you don't accomplish in this lifetime, you just pick up where you left off in the next one. Keep on going, keep on moving forward. Into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left leg goes up, right heel. The right heel goes up and then the head comes down. Push the right heel back down. Doesn't matter if your head doesn't touch down. Just keep reaching, keep trying. And then lift the head, lift between your hands. It's always the effort that's more important than the intention behind the practice, not the results. The results will come with time. Chest on the knees, head down, come right up. No attachment to results. Again, that brings the mind state of desiring and restlessness. And then that becomes very difficult to meditate. Raise your arms up, reach up. Renounce all the material stuff and the desires. So here, the right foot goes back. Flatten out the toes. Inhale, lift the seat. Raise your arms up. Drop your seat forward. Circle your arms down. Allow the head to fall back. Lean away from the front leg. Inhale again, come up. Push the seat all the way forward. Push the lower back up and in. Again, fall away from the front leg. Come up again. Sink the seat all the way down. Now circle your arms up. Keeping your seat down this time. Pull your arms all the way back, Kapiyasana. Drop your shoulders down, keep the neck long. The head goes back even more. And break the pose. Come back into your high plank. You can maybe do other entries, such as Chaturanga if you like, coming down one line from the top head to heels. Press into your hands and come up. So you're hovering above the ground. Your body doesn't touch the ground in that one. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. If it's too much, just keep doing what you were doing before. The right leg goes up, and send the foot between the hands. Drop your seat right forward, lift the seat, lift the arms, and now push the lower back up and in, lift the heart, the arms circle down. Inhale, come up. Graceful movements. Flow from one pose to the next like a shapeshifter. Raise your arms up, effortlessly, smoothly, quietly. Now from here, bring the left foot into the right, Uttanasana. Push the belly against the thighs, the forehead. If your legs are straight, can come right to the shins. And then right up to standing, reach up and back on. Again, reach up and back. And go down. Left foot goes back. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Inhale, come up. This time turn to the right as you circle the arms down. Turn forward, turn to the right. What story is this pose saying? It's saying be receptive to all experiences. We have something to gain from each and every one. Raise your arms up, turning forward, and pull the arms back again. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Open up the heart, stretch the whole front of the body. And then break the pose. Come back into the high plank. You can explore other transitions. Go into upward facing dog if you like. Hovering above the ground just about an inch before you go through and up. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Left leg goes up. And send the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to seat, reach up. Go to the left, inhale, come up. Don't worry too much about the breath, but we try to synchronize. Don't worry too much about the synchronization. Everything natural. Good. Now circle the arms up and back. But try to move in a way that keeps the breath always uniform and steady. So if you feel the breath getting agitated and changing in an adverse way, then do your best to come back to places of softness and ease. From here, the right foot comes forward to meet the left, Uttanasana. Come back up. Remember that all beings are affected to a certain extent by our actions, thoughts, and words. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms up so the physical body and the mind are agitated. That's what will be transmitted to all beings. The belly this time on your thighs. Push your body back with your legs. If you can, interlace your fingers. When your hands come over your head, pull the body down on your legs. The right foot goes back into Kapiyasana again. Raise your arms up, radiate your light from within, stretch the whole front of the body. Coming back into your high plank. Again, you can do any entry you like into upward facing dog. You can even bring your seat all the way back as you did before, but this time try to hover the whole way through without touching your hips, your legs, the ground. Urdhva Mukha Savasana, Adho Mukha Savasana. Be careful of your joints, of course. Watch your condition. Raise the right leg up and send the foot between the hands. Kapiyasana. Try to avoid going to a place of pain, anxiety, and suffering. Circle the arms all the way back. Join the hands together if you can. Otherwise, keep them separate. Uttanasana. Forehead towards on the shins. Top head almost touching your feet. Come all the way up. Arch back. Before returning back to Pranayama. Again, go up and back. Come down. Everything takes practice. Pull the arms up over the head. Left leg goes back. Reach up and back. Push the lower back up and in. Send the arms all the way back behind the head. And then come back down into your high plank. Take the seats back. Come forward. If we want to find liberation from pain and suffering, to get the knowledge that frees us from pain and suffering, we have to be willing to have a strong desire first. The left leg goes up, send the foot between the hands. Kapiyasana, shine your light from within. Reach up and back, fingertips almost over the toes. And then circle the arms back behind you, hold the breath, and bring the right foot forward to the left, Uttanasana. Push your body against your legs. If you're flexible, maybe your legs eventually completely straight. And come right up to standing, reach up and back. Stretch the arms way back behind the head. And then return. Take pause here for a moment. from the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the center of the forebrow, the third eye chakra. Hold the attention there, hold the breath there as well. And when you connect the heart to the mind, all actions, thoughts, and words come from a place of love. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in the spiritual heart where God resides. And then release. And we that's the divine thread that connects us all together. So let's move on to some balance poses and maybe some sequences of balance poses. It's going to start off with on the left foot. Take the right foot up. Take hold of the heel from the inside if you can, and bring the leg out to the side. If you have trouble balancing, you can stand with the back against the wall or your left fingertips on the wall. Try to have your toes and fingers on the same line. If you're still having trouble with that, you can hold underneath the knee, or just do your best. If you're more flexible, bring your foot up higher, lean to your left. Toes and fingers, try to stay in the same line. Be like a ballet dancer, magnificent and graceful and poised. Now from here, we're going to bring the leg out in front. You can bend your knee if you need to. Shift your hand position so that hand comes on your hip. Push down to your hip. You can take the big toe if you like. Push out to the base of the toe. Lift the chest. Whoops, I didn't do that very well, did I? So lift the chest, lean back a little bit if you can. I'm not doing this very well. So let's try that again. Lean back, push to the base of the toe. If it's too much, you can take hold of your knee as well. So you hug your knee to your chest. Your knee comes up close to your shoulder. You can do this instead. Break the pose, come back down. Try it on the other side. Whatever happens, just dance with it. The gunas are always shifting. These are the qualities of the universe that are always changing. Just dance with it all. Into ballet pose. Press out to the base of the toes to help keep your balance a little bit better. Whatever you do, offer it up. Do it with love. Then bring the leg out in front. Right hand to your hip. Take hold of the big toe. Push through the base of the toe. Lean back if you can. If you feel comfortable, otherwise take your shin again. And then break the pose. Charge the body, turn the palms forward. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, imagine the best coming right through the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send out to all beings everywhere, including all throughout your own being. So now let's move on. Left foot forward. You can take your arms behind your back, interlacing your fingers, or keep them out to the side like the wings of an eagle. So you come forward, bend your left knee, head about the height of the knee, raise your right leg up. If you need to keep your hands on the ground while you're raising your legs up, all good. Push your chest forward. See if you can curve your back a little bit. Bring your chin forward, and then pull the shoulders back. Point the toes. Get your leg up as high as you can, higher than hip if possible. Now bring your hands down on the ground. Left hand comes to the foot, the ankle. Index finger on the outside of the heel. Raise your right leg up higher. If it's too much, bend your right knee and push your knee up as high as you can. And then move your right hand right close to the foot. See if you can take off all but just the index finger on the ground. Maybe even eventually you can bring the right hand to the foot as well. Index finger on the inside of the heel. Your gaze is just in front of your toes. Now place your hands on either side of the foot. You can bend your knee at this point to feel straight. If it's easier for you, push you to the base of your toes and lift the left heel up off the ground. Push into the ground as you push your heel up. Push into the ground with your hands, I should say. So you can stay doing this if you like. If you want, you can take a few hops. Try to come up. Some of you might be able to find a balance. If you keep your legs bent, it's a little bit easier to find a balance. Keep your legs close to your body is more compact. Feel free to come to a wall if you need to. So if you come to a wall, make sure you're not too far from the wall. So that when your foot goes on a wall, it's about the height of the hip, or on the seat of the chair if you have a chair. And then see if you can pull your toes, your heel away from the wall. You're not trying not to reach for the wall, otherwise you lose your So if you're always reaching for the wall, then if you can't touch the wall, you have to reach your toes to the wall, your leg is straight, then you're going to have a hard time coming off the wall. So you try to keep your leg bent so that you can take your foot off easily, but also bring it back if you need to. Eventually you'll find a balance, pushing the base of your toes. Okay, so now let's go to the other side. So, starting off with toppling tree or eagle. Interlace your fingers if you're doing toppling tree, your palms open. Right foot forward, bend down, your belly on your thigh. Raise the left leg up to the limit. And pull your arms all the way up. Arch your back a little if you can. If your arms are out to the side, imagine you're an eagle soaring down from a great height. Wherever you are is perfect if you're doing it with effort and you're dedicating your efforts to all beings. Just do your best. Now bring your hands to the ground. Those who are flexible can keep your legs straight. Bring your left leg up all the way up. Take the right hand to your foot. If you need to, if you can't keep your belly on your thigh, keep your right knee bent. You can also bend your left knee if it's too much for your hamstring, and move your left hand right beside the foot. Take off all but just the index finger, and then maybe bring your left hand to the foot as well. Your hip right over your heel. Bring your hands down. From here, again, let's work the core a little bit. Push the heel up as you push down into the ground with your hands. Flex your foot, really pushing the base of your toes. You can stay doing this. You can see if you can take a few hops up. Try not to have your foot too far back behind your hands. Sometimes as you jump, your foot starts to move away from your hands. Then you have to jump more, and that's when you go over to the other side, which if you don't want to do, you try to keep your foot a little closer to your hands and use your core to come up, pushing your hands. Keep your legs bent again, especially when you're beginning, so that you can find a balance a little bit more easily. And back down. From here, roll your way up. Charge the body again. Stand tall into Tadasana, the arms by sides body. Come into the mountain consciousness. From the base of the spine, which is like the base of the mountain, inhale all the way up to the crown, which is like the summit. Exhale back down all the way to the base of the mountain, the base of your being. Remain unshakable, solid, unmovable in your devotion to serve others. And release. The greatest among are the servants who serve with complete selflessness, with no attachment to any result, no expectation or reward. So now, I'll do this way. Adho Chandasana, left foot forward. Bring your left fingertips down on the ground, not too close to the foot. Give yourself some distance so they can open up. Try to get your shoulders and your hips in the same line. Bring the right arm up if you can. If this is too much and you can't open up, if you have a block, you can use a block. Place your block on your hand or come down on your knee. Do it from here. So we can always try to find some expression that works for you. Now see if you can take hold of your foot. If you can't reach your foot easily, bend your left knee, bend your right knee. So come a little bit lower into a little bit of tuck, and then you might be able to take hold of your leg just above the ankle, and then see if you can push your foot away from your seat. So if you can, try to push your foot away. Look down. If you want, next step, if you want, you can see if you can release your hand, or maybe even just the index finger, your hip over the heel. Maybe your left hand come to the heart. Maybe you can come to the foot and push your foot away. You can even see if you can stand. Hold your breath, push into your left foot and come up. You don't have to do it with like both hands on the foot. You can have one arm in front. And then break the pose. Try on the other side now. Just move from one pose to the next without too much unnecessary movement. So just try to come to the pose more efficiently so you can stay in the pose and merge with the form. Once you find the pose, go to that place of stillness in the mind as well. Now from here, look down. So you can take the foot again. Bend your right knee to anchor the right foot down. Bring your left knee right in towards your belly. And then you might be able to again find your foot, but try to hold the leg as opposed to the foot. The foot tends to be slippery. Push the foot away from you. Look forward. Try to have your hip in line as you heel. Maybe take your right hand up off the ground onto your heart. Maybe take it to the foot. Or maybe stand right up. Push into the right foot. Hold the breath. And break the pose. Charge the body, turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights of every color coming in through all parts of your body and streaming all the way up to the crown. Exhale, feel illuminated from within. Shine your light to all beings, radiate out to all beings. That is your true nature. So now let's continue with some other poses. So stand in the middle of the mat. Jump your feet apart. So you're facing the long edge of the mat now. Turn to your left. Virabhadrasana. If you're more flexible, come down a little bit lower. Make sure your knee's not falling in. Push. The knee should be over the two middle toes. Your arms nice and straight in the same line as your shoulders. All the lines true and strong, like the warrior's determination and steadfastness to serve. Now from here, bring your right arm up. Virabhadrasana 1. Look up, allow the head to go back, as though to say, I'm yours, take me, grant me higher devotion. Lower the back knee, flatten up the toes. Kapiyasana. If you're having trouble with your shoulders, you can just keep your hands on the knees and just allow the head to go back. Lean away from the front leg, push into your thigh, and pull your body away from the thigh. Try to lengthen first. Push your lower back up and then lift the chest before you go back so you don't crunch your lower back. Or you can have your hands together or take over your opposite elbows, also an option. Reach back. Lift the heart. Try to find more curve in your spine. Now break the pose. From here, bring the hands to the inside of your left foot. Move your left foot out to the edge of the mat. Lift the knee up and push back a few times. Try to get your knee further back. Lower the knee down again, flatten out the toes. See if you can fall to your right on your right forearm. Then roll back to your left. Both sides of your seat should be down. Hips should be equally close to the ground. And you try to get your hips anchored down so eventually the rest of the body will follow. The belly, the chest, and the chin. If you're flat on the ground, you can do other expressions of the pose. If you know the bind, you can go ahead. Nothing goes arm goes over out to the left, and from the outside goes underneath your knee. And then you join the hands over the back. Keep your shoulder close to the knee. And also try to get your back, even if you're not down all the way. Just try to sink your back so it's lower than the knee. You have to lengthen a little bit more to get your body closer to the ground. You can stay on your hands if you need to. Just keep pulling with your hands towards the floor, towards you as you pull forward. Eventually, with time, the body will sink down more. Now we're going to come back up from here, right into Kapyasana again. If you have other variations this time, you can. So you can pick up the back foot if you like. You can hold it in your crook of the arm. Left arm extends, and then you can push the foot against the arm into spear pose, Kuntasana. Or if you can, bring your elbow close to your body. Your fingers come right close to your ear, leaning towards your foot. And lock the fingers together, turn the wrist away, and bring your arm to the other side. For swan, push the foot away. So think of a swan's neck. There's no kinks anywhere along the neck. All smooth lines. If you want, you can even take your foot from above, from the top, take hold of the toes. Allow the head to go back and move the foot over to the left. Maybe this is one way of getting into the pose. And holding onto the foot. Break the pose, push your seat back, lift your toes up, Ardha Hanumanasana. You can bring your right foot over to your left if you like, and bow down. Bring your shoulders just on the outside of the knee, your chin can rest on the inside of the left shin, and your arms, eventually the forearms might come down as well. If this is easy for you, Hanumanasana. Bring the right foot should be in line with your knee. Slide forward. So you can keep your knee, just try to have your shoulders over your hips. So try not to come forward too much, but once you're at your limit, pick yourself back up so your shoulders are over your hips. And just keep on pulsing gently. No aggressive movements again. Don't go too hard. And then if you're all the way down, you might be able to take your arms up. Imagine you're flying in the air just like Hanuman did. Have faith that all is coming. Self-realization is attainable by all beings. That's where we're all trying to get to. And then release. But there is some effort that has to be made. So continue to try. Pull the left foot in and then come back to standing. Come all the way up. And go to the right. The more knowledge you have, the more perhaps that they'll fuel your imagination, fuel your motivation, so that you know what the result is. Self-realization is the end of pain and suffering, the beginning of divine perception. So who would not want that? Virabhadrasana 1. And when you see the results of your good deeds and actions and words, it reflects back to you in a positive way, and then you're motivated to stay in that state. Now, the knee comes down, flatten out the toes. Kapyasana again. Reach up, go back, stretch. Pull your arms all the way back. Lift the heart, rock your shoulders back and forth a little bit if you like. Come back into your lizard. So you move the foot out to the edge of the mat so that it doesn't fall away from your body, nor try to avoid this from happening. Keep your shin vertical. Pick up your back knee, push it back as far as you can, and then lower it down again. You're trying to get your thigh as much of the thigh on the ground as possible so that the hips will come down. Try to land eventually both forearms down on the ground. Keep pulling your body forward. Eventually, maybe the belly and the chest and the chin will come down. Fix your gaze on the point. Come into the mindset of a lizard, not a care in the world, just sunning itself on a warm earth. Merge as a form. And come back up. And put yourself in the consciousness of what you're trying to represent or imagine what the consciousness is. Then perhaps you'll find more ease. Oh, actually, so we're going back down into your seat, close to your front heel. Kapiyasana again. You can always stay in this form or go into your other expressions. Again, your spear pose. You have to keep your seat low to keep your balance a little bit more easily. If your seat is up high, it's going to be hard to hold the pose. So spear pose, or bring your fingers right close to your ear. Your forearm should be vertical. And then you can tell, so try with your arm on the outside the head, the right side. If your fingers are close enough, the hands will find one another more easily. Push your foot away. Or you can see if you can take the hands, the toes from above. Allow the head to go back and just move your arm over to the right. We're trying to move in a way that doesn't strain the joints, move them in a way that is not natural. Bring the foot back down. Push your seat back. Release your back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Bring your left foot over to the right if you like. And hinge at the hips. Come forward. Try to get your chest below the knee. You can hold on to the foot or just have your hands on either side of the foot. And again, if this is too easy, you can go right into Hanumanasana. As Dharmaji says, don't waste your time. If you already know, always go to the edge of your potential every time, so you keep pushing your edge further and further each time. If you always stay in a place of complacency and you never try anything, in 20 years, you'll still be in the same place as you are today. Keep moving forward. Then from here, break the pose, press into your fingertips, bring your right foot back and come up into standing on your knees. Bring your left foot forward. Bend the toes under and the back foot. Now going to the twist. The right arm goes up, ankle the toe and the knee towards the right, and bring the right arm down to the outside of the left leg. So you're trying to get your armpit down on the outside of the knee eventually. This helps with the bind, but even if you're not there, your left hand pushes into your right, they start at the shoulders, but push downward. At the same time, lift the body up so that you're trying to get the center of the chest behind your thumbs and then turn. You'll have more room to turn when your body is about a little bit higher over the thigh. Turn the face and chest all the way up. If you want to take the bind, push your seat back. This is where it's convenient to have your arm on the outside of the knee, your elbows in the space underneath your knee, and then push your seat back so that you can help your arm to go under a little bit more easily. Bend the fingers in towards your wrist, turn more to your left as much as you can. Use your left hand to guide your hand underneath. Left arm then goes over your back, join your hands together. If you can, take your back foot, the back knee up off the ground. Hold your breath, push through with your toes. Once you arrive, really stretch through the back heel and extend through the crown. You can take your knee off the ground if your hands are in Anjali Mudra as well. In prayer mudra, you can still do this. Now break the pose. Come back into plank, lower the knees down, roll your way up, and right foot comes forward. I'll do it in a gentle angle. The leg should look like a box. Good way to test is if you can lift your foot up easily, then you know it's in the right place. left arm up, go to the right angle, tone the knee towards the left, same angle, to make more space for the arm to come down. Try to get your armpit or your elbow down as far as possible in the space below the leg, the right thigh, the right hand pushes into your left. Again, you don't stay here. You continue to push down. At the same time, you lift the body up. Your elbows and your hands should be in the same line, so not like this, like that. And from here, you can see you can lift your back knee up off the ground, hold the breath. Sometimes it's easier to take the bind when your knee is up off the ground. Turn more to your right, bend your fingers in towards your wrists. Use your right hand to guide the left arm underneath, and then you can swing your right arm over your back and take your hands underneath. Join your hands underneath your belly. You have to discover your own tricks. And it comes with constant practice, firm determination. Break the pose. Come back to high plank. Into side plank. So, bring your left hand a little more to the right. Try to keep a nice straight line from the heels all the way to the crown, from hand to hand. If you're dropping into your shoulder and your hips are sagging, just lower your left knee down underneath your hip. Do it from here. You can also do it on your forearm if it's too much for your wrist. Go to the other side now. The hand a little bit in front of the shoulder to give you a little bit more ability to push into the hand and to keep the arm nice and strong and straight. Back down, lower your knees down, sit back on your heels, Supta Gomukhasana. Bring your your left hand to the right arm, bend the right arm at the elbow and push a foot back. Push the arm back. The fingers come down, center the back. You can keep your left hand on the elbow if you like. Try to get your elbow so it's behind the center of the head, not out to the side. So try to get as far back so you can anchor the arm in place with your back of the head. And then walk your hands down, fingertips down the back of the body. If you have the mobility, take your left arm up the back and try to meet your hands. Join your hands together. Pull the hands down the back, towards the lower back. Drop your shoulders. Lean back a little bit. Push into the back of the heart at the same time with your hands. Like you're making a gift of your heart. Offer it up to the divine. And then break the pose. Shake out the shoulders a little bit. And then go to the other side. The right arm guides the left elbow up as high as it can and back as far as it can, and then bend the arm, bring the left hand down the center of the back, and then if you want, you can bring the right arm up the back to meet it. So here, if you're having trouble doing that, you can also use your left hand to push your elbow in a little bit more and up the back first. Some people find this easier. And then the left hand comes down to meet it. Lean back a little bit. Don't force, don't go to a place of pain. Again, be careful of your joints and your limit and respect your limitations. Break the pose. Shake out the shoulders a little bit. Let's do one more round of Vasisthasana Dharma. G likes to do it 3 times. We'll do it one more time. Okay, so come into plank. Go to the right. And this time you can do whatever variations you know. You can even stay there if you like. You can raise your right leg up. You can turn on your left foot and slide the right toes back alongside the inside of the knee. Push your seat all the way up. Your hips have to be up as high as possible. Your foot, you're turning on a foot so that the toes are following the same line as your leg, so you can get the inner edge of the foot down. If your foot's turned too much, it's going to be hard. You're just going to flip back this way. So bring your toes more in line with the rest of your leg. And then see if you can take your right foot up. If you can't, take your knee. You can eventually, if you have the flexibility, reach for the foot. Push your hip all the way up, lock your leg in place, your hip. Break the pose, come back. Go on the other side now. If you're doing on your knee, you can maybe lift your leg up and take hold of the foot. Again, just think of different forms. The purpose of life to experience is to experience all the forms. Push your seat all the way up. Again, you have to turn on the foot, press the whole right foot down in order to be able to stay steady when you take your left knee up. Take hold of the knee or slide your hand up to the foot. Break the pose. Eventually you might look like ballet pose if you have the foot and you bring it out to the side, but in a different orientation. Come back into your high plank. Push your seat all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Allow the heart to melt a little bit. Now here's time to do some headstand. We'll come to the king of the poses. If you need to, again, come to wall. If you know what you're doing, go ahead. You don't have to wait. If you want to do it on a wall or a chair, bring your feet just against the seat, the base of the wall or the legs of the chair. Come onto your seat on your heels, your elbows just in front of your knees, underneath in the line of the shoulders. Make sure you can take hold of the other arms easily. This is the right distance, no more than shoulder width apart, a little bit even inside the shoulders. Form a U shape with your hands by interlacing your fingers and place your head in the space in front of your hands or behind forward. I'm not exactly sure which way that is, but bring one foot on the seat of the chair or on the wall. If it's on the wall, you want to have your foot about the height of the hip, not too high. And again, your leg should be bent so you're not reaching for the wall. One leg goes behind your back. Keep your leg hanging close to the wall, to the ground, like a low-hanging fruit. Push you the base of the toes. See if you can pull your heel away from the toes, from the wall, eventually your toes. So it's only the ball of foot on the wall. Eventually you might be able to bring your whole foot away from the wall. Do it gradually, don't jump. And don't throw your leg back in an uncontrolled way. All the movements done with control, with softness. If you're in your headstand, you can also easily, if a lotus, you can go into your lotus. A lotus makes your mind more one-pointed. Full lotus, not a half lotus, if you're doing that. Now, start to make your way down. Down one leg at a time, or both legs at a time, depending on where you're at in your practice. Come into child's pose, breathe in. Breathe out, relax. So roll your way up. We'll try it, maybe another variation. So, or you can continue working on what you're working on. Those who are more advanced have some options. Maybe you can come into one-handed one, for instance. So you start the same way. You can have your hands actually flat on the ground to start. Your wrist comes right in front, on the side of the head, like right in front. You're pushing your head against the inside of the wrist. You can have, just to start, one hand in front, the tripod. Your fingers facing away, come onto your fingertips. Bring one leg back. And then from here, keep your legs bent so it's a little, again, easier to keep the control. Lean a little bit, so you have to bring more weight onto your the left arm that's supporting you, the one with the forearm on the ground. The other hand, try to take all but just the index finger up off the mat. And then eventually, see if you can take your hand off the ground bit by bit. You have to fall back just a tiny bit. If you're under more in the front of the head, you'll just keep falling forward. So just continue, just try to get your finger off the ground, and maybe at one point you'll stay there. Push back to the foot that's behind you. But you might be able to reach for the foot, pull on the foot. Again, according to your abilities. And then you can switch arms. So if you're trying to switch arms, lean towards the side again that's got the forearm on the ground. Place your other forearm down beside it, and then transfer your weight over to that arm, and then take your other hand off. And then see if you can start again. So those of you who are not working on that, just work on other things. If you want, you can lift your seat, your forehand from your knees, lift your seat, bring your seat up. You can try your tripod here, and then try to bring your knees just underneath your knees against your elbows. So you can pull your toes away from the ground, even just one at a time. Then you might be able to get your feet up. If you bring your hands wider, outside the mat, stay on fingertips, fingers facing away. This is also another way of finding the balance more easily because you have a big wide base. And then it's a little bit more forgiving because it's if you're tight in the shoulders and the hips, it's sometimes hard to come up when your forearms on the ground. Your back tends to round and it's hard to come up. Your hips don't come up high enough. So this keeps you in a more open position. "30 more seconds. If you're on in a finger stand, you can try again to remove your fingers one at a time. So don't try to do everything at once. Just concentrate on one variation, see if you can master it before going on to something else. And come back down. Break the pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms forward, glide between your arms. Bhujangasana. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then jump to the front of the mat, or walk to the front of the mat. Arms out in front. Drop your seat, tailbone a little bit so that your back is straight. It's like you're sliding your back down a wall. Lift your heels if you can and come down. Keep moving your shoulders back so they're over your hips. Control the descent so you're not coming down fast when you get to that sticky point. Once your seat is right over your heels, drop your seat down softly. Push into your arms, try to get your seat up high enough so you can get your hands on your back and your feet behind your head for cloud pose. So try to move your arms, elbows in close together, join your hands together, and try to bring your wrists together, then your elbows will come close together. Bring your hands on your back. If you can, bring your legs up. If it's too much, just stay in plow, or you can come into bridge pose even. So bridge pose, you bring your seat close to your heels close to your seat, I should say, and then bring your hips up off the ground. Try to get your chest as high as possible so it looks like the shape of a shoulder stand, your chest looking like a wall. Then you might be able to bring one leg up behind your head and then push into your forearms. Keep engaging, stretch your left leg active, or the leg that's up is active, and then you can push into your back and make your way up the rest of the way. If you have a lotus, you can go into lotus here as well. Use your hands if you need to. Bring your hands to your knees, also an option. Now close your eyes, go within. Cellular mindless, center the forebrow. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go but deep within, beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. These are not representative of the true self. Now from here, if you have a lotus, feel free to keep your lotus, go into Karnapidasana. You can take your bind if you like, if you know the bind. Wrap your arms around the outside of the legs, straight your hands underneath your seat. Your lotus comes right against your body, your knees on either side of the head. If you don't have a lotus, just back into plow. Or Karnapidasana. For that second one, you bring your thighs on your body, your knees on either side of the head. This is a nice one, actually. It allows you to shut the ears, and when you can withdraw from your senses and whatever is hitting the senses, you have more an ability to concentrate, and that eventually leads to meditation. Again, ready to come down. Palms facing down behind your back. Thumb tips touching, index fingers touching if possible, so that when you lower your seat down eventually, they land on the wrists, and then you bring your legs down. Stop when you're halfway down. Stay there. Charge your legs, and bring your back up off the ground. Move your elbows in a little closer to one another behind the back. Lift the chest as much as you can. Bring the top of the head down. If it's too much, bring your legs all the way down and do the normal fish. If you can, you can do flying fish as well. Another variation. Bring your hands in front with your arms at the same angles as your legs, your palms and your fingers together. Now breathe very fast in the nose like a sniffing dog. From here, bring your feet back down close to your seat. Those you want, you can go into Urdhva Dhanurasana, or if that's too much, just slide your head down and lift your seat up. Come into bridge pose again, or not again, but come into bridge pose, push your chest all the way up towards your chin. Your shin should be in the straight line, a vertical line, your knees behind your toes. Backs the knees in line with your heels. If you want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, your head is on the ground, top head on the ground. Bring your fingertips on either side of the head, fingers facing away, lift your seat. Bring your head closer in towards your feet, then turn your hands around the other way. Fingers now facing towards your heels. And now lift your head up off the ground if you can. Lift your heels, rock back and forth, stretch the whole front of the body. Professionals, you can do any number of things here. You can jump from one side to the other. You have to move your hands a little bit closer to your feet and get momentum. So throw your hips forward. And then see if you land the other way. You can try to lift the left leg if you like. And come on, just the index finger of the right hand. Or just a couple fingers, maybe eventually index finger. And then here you can see if you can lift your hand up off the ground here as well. the other side. Even if you can just lift up for a moment. At the start of it, you have to push down firmly into the hand. So in this case, if your right hand's down and you're trying to lift your left hand, you have to really push down in the right hand. Even just practice doing that. Finding the balance. All just options. Lower the head down. If you're not doing if you're just doing the practice for the self and just for the gratification of the senses, and there's it's more like gymnastics. It's not really where does the yoga come in? It's through the practice of the yama and niyamas, offering up the practice to all beings, sharing the benefits. So now lie on your back, take a deep breath in, exhale, remove all fatigue. So compassion, we're trying to share with all beings all the benefits so they receive everything equally. Now let's come back to seated position, any which way you like. Paschimottanasana. If you need to, you keep your knees bent. You can just stay like this if you want. Hug your legs to your body. If you're very tight in the hamstrings, this might be a good option because your belly is pushing into your legs. You keep on trying to reach your chest forward. If you have the flexibility, you can start to move your heels forward. And if you can straighten your legs all the way without detaching your belly from the thighs, go for it. Imagine trying to pull your heart beyond your knees. Your feet natural. Hold the other edge of the feet. If you're more flexible, take a bind with your hands in front of your heels. And come up. Bring your feet closer, about 2 to 3 inches inside the mat. Lift your seat. Take hold of your forearms behind your legs and then lift your seat up. Try to get your legs straight and push against the backs of your knees. Try to get your head between your feet. If you're more flexible, you can bend your knees from behind. You bring your arms through between your legs. Tuck your chin in. See if you can cup your hands over your ears. You might be able to interlace your fingers behind your head and push your elbows forward and out. Your belly right between your thighs. Try to get your seat apart. You have to bring your arms a little bit lower than the knees in order to straighten your legs. Now from here, release. Bring your hands. You can have a choice here. You can do kakasana. Just come forward. If you can't get your arms through between your legs easily, you can do normal kakasana. Just bend your arms. Bring your seat down close to the ground. You can start here. Lift your heels. Try to bring your shoulders over the fingertips and see if you can pull your toes away from the ground. Kakasana like that. If you can, you bring your arms in between. Bring one shoulder in behind first and then the other one. And then lower your seat down. Sometimes it's easier to start with arm squeezing pulse, so bring your feet towards one another. If you can, really squeeze the legs against the outside of the arms so you can get one foot to press into the other, and then you might be able to lift your feet up easily. This is actually easier than doing a Titipasana, but that's, if you can bring your feet forward a little bit more. You have to keep your seat in the same line as your head. If your seat is lower than the head, then you're going to fall back. So you have to move your feet forward and press into your hands, keep your body low. And then your legs are resting on the backs of your arms. Pick up your feet, and then you can straighten your arms. Go ahead in whatever variation you like. From here, if you know how to jump back, you can. So lift your seat, bend your knees, and shoot your legs back. Come onto your belly, forehead on the ground. And take a deep breath in. Exhale. to relax everything. Hands underneath your shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Make your way up into Cobra, or maybe even just Sphinx. Keep your forearms on the ground if you're spent. If you don't have a lot of back mobility, you can just stay there. And you can maybe lift if you're up to it, you can bring your elbows up off the ground, move your hands closer and closer. Keep pushing your chest forward. Each time you place your hands closer, push your chest forward away from your seat so you keep your lower back long. Come up gracefully like a serpent. If you're very flexible, lean to one side, bring your hand right in front of your hip. Stay on the fingertips. Bring your body up, your thighs stay on the ground. Open up your legs. Push in your fingertips, get your head back a little bit more. And so you can get your toes up to your head. Imagine you're squeezing socks behind your knees. Lower down. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now, press your way up to seated position. Take your legs out in front. So if you have a lotus, you can do your lotus if you like. Bring your left foot in first and then the right foot. You want to get your feet high on the hips so you can fall back on your back if you need to. And bring one foot in and then bring the other foot in front and so you can squeeze. Sometimes it's easier to get into lotus from on your back. Press your knees close together and come back up. Then your feet end up a little bit higher on your thighs in order to take the bind. Go to the right arm goes behind your back, lean forward over the right leg, your belly over the thigh, and then you might be able to use your left hand to help your right hand to the foot. Left hand can come to the outside of the knee or underneath your knee with a palm down. Turn to the right. If you don't have a lotus, Adho Mukha Svandrasana. Left leg extended, right leg in on the outside, left arm up. Go to the right. You do with your leg bent as well. So go according again to your abilities. Keep your back straight. Make sure you're not leaning back. Your right hand should be right behind your back. And then be close to the back, not far away. Break the pose, go to the other side. If you're doing lotus, of course, you switch your legs around. Your left foot goes on top this time. Get in however you can. The feet high on the thighs so that you can use a strap if you're not there as well. Use a strap if you need to if you can't reach the foot completely, or just hold on to your shirt. Be leaning over your left leg a little bit more. You might be able to get your hand a little bit closer to where it needs to go. Your right hand can guide the hand the rest of the way to the foot. Otherwise, you do the other variations. Right hand on the outside of the knee. If you're doing this version, the palm down. Pull the left shoulder back. Right foot on the outside, left foot on the outside, the right. Either shin if your leg's extended, or on the outside of the knee if your right leg is bent. Now break the pose. Lie down on your back for Shavasana. Make your way down. Make sure that your position allows your body to completely remove all tension. Feet falling away, your hands should be on the edges of the mat, not too close to the body. at least a foot away from each side of the body. The feet falling away from one another. About the width of the mat. Just soften everything. Relax the whole body. Thus coming to you now as a result of offering up the fruits of the practice. Everything that you're passing through is for a reason, is according to the divine plan. So be grateful for all experiences, even the most difficult ones, and the ones that land you in a place of suffering. All suffering is for a divine purpose, is for spiritual correction, that everybody passes through equally, the same amount. For it helps us to grow and to avoid the patterns that cause pain and suffering. What cultivates contentment is the understanding of the laws of karma, that idea that everything is going to divine plan, and that all our actions, thoughts, and words have a particular consequence and equal reaction. So ensure that your actions are coming from a place of love and compassion in order to attract the good outcome, the good results. Now, with that idea in your mind, to continue to offer up everything, including your day-to-day lives. Let's continue to put that in practice in our daily interactions. Come back to seated position now for the closing. Sitting up tall and supreme in acknowledgement that divine spark that is within, that's infinite, immutable, and stainless. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Much love. I'll see you soon, hopefully.